Alright, here we go. This is a custom 1v1 on Chasm between the green player in the upper left-hand corner, onlyyyphil in the Envision Osprey, and his opponent, the blue player in the bottom right-hand corner, NuclearPizza in the Shark Neo with that matte cake. I think that's my favorite cake, the matte hexadecimal cake. That's pretty awesome. But yes, we are on Chasm. You will notice that both players have Buckies in their loadout, NuclearPizza with the Bucky variety, and onlyyyphil, oh man, onlyyyphil has that Festive Present 2 flare. They have just recently changed the Festive Presents into pets, and the items will be kind of removed from everyone's account, provided that you have not opened them already. So if you have the Festive Presents, you might as well use them right now. Because they will go away if you do not. You will still have the flare that will remain with you before, even after they're gone. But now NuclearPizza with 4 soldiers going for a quick cheese, but not so quick. onlyyyphil is here with bunkered infantry, so that will last quite a long time. Drop some Buckies in defense, and now NuclearPizza trying to shift his attack with those soldiers, going for a moneymaker instead, trying to get whatever he can out of this attack, but onlyyyphil does save it really quick. Drop some Buckies, and will he be able to get that moneymaker? Oh no, onlyyyphil using moneymakers to block other moneymakers, and NuclearPizza desperately trying to kill whatever he can to make this a worthwhile trip, but now does have to back off and will go for the moneymakers at the fort. Let's see if onlyyyphil is able to save this. Yes, he does come back, and Subida has a Seeker in queue, but not he does not need to drop it. So we'll start that attack on mid with those Buckies. Now NuclearPizza finally socketing his moneymakers at the bottom, and onlyyyphil's bottom, which is that factory, which is the symmetrical point of NuclearPizza's top. Oh, NuclearPizza actually missing up moneymaker socket, but now doesn't have it in. So now onlyyyphil now finally going down to that bottom to get that socket. And NuclearPizza now making a secret stash of Buckies here at the top. Let's see if he can actually bust through this bridge. Either that or he will start to ferry them across the chasm, but I really don't think that will be the case, since he is a Neo. It will be a little bit difficult. But now we do have onlyyyphil pushing up with some, not really pushing up, but he did ferry some Buckies over in position to attack. And doing a scout, he will be able to see these Buckies, and NuclearPizza already has started to send, but now NuclearPizza will he keep going? Dropping right on the bridge. Wow, with pretty much perfect positioning with that for that EMP. And now onlyyyphil is going to no, he's just continually starting his mid fight, not continually starting, but continuing his mid fight. And now NuclearPizza with a couple Buckies here positioned at the mid. Though most of those Buckies have died, they were not able to penetrate the bridge. And NuclearPizza kind of, I guess, shifted his attack down here because he did notice that onlyyyphil saw his push for the top. Now onlyyyphil coming with a roller. This is pretty much textbook Osprey roller Bucky meta play. He will use the roller to tank damage. Those Buckies still really haven't killed much there at the mid. Only one has died. And now NuclearPizza, you can hear that Bucky sound. Those Buckies are going to make their way to that mid. No, they are going across the bridge now. Oh yeah, NuclearPizza did send them to attack. So he after getting a kill on onlyyyphil, NuclearPizza will definitely be able to do a lot of damage here. Look at all the Buckies, but Nuclear is not here to maintain them and to stop them or whatever he would want to do. And at this point now onlyyyphil retreating his, not really retreating, but bringing his Buckies back for defense, and will be able to make quite a wall here. NuclearPizza is starting to drop the soldiers, so he probably will be able to capture this, neutralize it. Let's see if he has anything in queue. He just has defensive soldiers in queue, so I don't know if this will actually work or if he'll actually be able to take this. Yes, he does. Now has defensive soldiers in his queue. He's not bringing them out yet. He's not queuing up any more Buckies or anything like that. It has 15k in his bank, so now finally the Buckies are starting to come out, so Nuclear will probably be able to hold on to this unless onlyyyphil really pushes these units all the way back here. And NuclearPizza actually killing quite a lot up here at this power station. onlyyyphil forced retreat. Oh, really does have to transform there. And NuclearPizza not able to get that finish on onlyyyphil. Does not hit that stasis blast to be able to lock him on the ground. That one roller probably will die to this immense amount of Buckies, but NuclearPizza does have to reposition them. And now bombing the Buckies that onlyyyphil is bringing out. He probably will be able to neutralize this. However, let's see if NuclearPizza drops those infantry in time. And he does drop those No, does not drop the soldiers in time. So that does go to neutral, and onlyyyphil will be able to get a fair surround here, and NuclearPizza's attack has pretty much been shut down. Now not coming back in time with those soldiers, now cloaks in just in case, and probably a good decision. So he did get to delay that drop and drop them on the side. However, I don't really know if that really made a big difference. And now trying to kill some Buckies. But onlyyyphil here with that Osprey will be able to keep them alive for a pretty long time. Actually, yeah, we'll definitely be able to keep them alive for a long time. NuclearPizza now forced to retreat the area. It is 61 to 76 right now. onlyyyphil is definitely winning in terms of the upkeep. He is 11 ahead. Or not 11, 15. Wow, my math skills are just not great right now. But now NuclearPizza will be able to grab this mid. Fortunately for onlyyyphil, he did not finish off those T99, so it will be a little bit difficult for NuclearPizza to start fortifying the mid. And these Buckies are, I don't know if they're actually going to be able to fire on these Buckies. I don't know if the range is really going to be able to hit that. Oh yeah, apparently yes it does. Buckies do have pretty high range. I don't know if the cliff is actually going to block these Buckies there, and onlyyyphil trying to drop and kill what he can, but without saving that one roller, healing it up, and drawing those Bucky fire, that's pretty effective, and does make it out of there before getting killed. And look at all the missiles. NuclearPizza now going to try to bomb down what he can, but onlyyyphil with that Osprey is just going to be able to keep him alive for a pretty long time. Has 2 Aegis up, so that is very, very textbook Bucky meta play right now. 3 Aegis. So he won't be that vulnerable to anything. That roller is still sitting there alive, just wandering around, drawing that Bucky fire away from the from that Bucky line that onlyyyphil has created. And onlyyyphil still has his advantage has grown. It is 108 to 69 right now. NuclearPizza now sending those Buckies somewhere. Let's see where he's going with them. I guess he's going to the fort. No, he sent them on T, and they pretty much just got themselves killed. I guess he was probably attempting to send them down here, but there is a few, there's a pretty good amount of Bucky defense there as well. And now those ice cream trucks are heading their way down to that bottom. onlyyyphil now sees it and will be able to, will definitely be able to defend against this. Let's see if NuclearPizza, no, NuclearPizza is kind of assuming that he would have been able to neutralize it, but no, there are no Buckies left there, and with no map vision anymore, he probably should have assumed that it would have been pretty much hopeless. And at this point, onlyyyphil with that line of Buckies will probably be able to take this mid, neutralize it. There is nothing left on that side for NuclearPizza, and onlyyyphil really defending really well. However, I mean, he already had that bottom defended. So let's see if NuclearPizza can hold this mid. Those Buckies, fortunately for NuclearPizza, are unable to reach this mid. So they are definitely not like Artie's, you know, the Artie's would, or Archie's. I'm not really sure if Artie's would have reached there, but NuclearPizza getting that kill on onlyyyphil. In that time, he is going to try to snipe a Moneymaker, but onlyyyphil now respawning. He does get that Moneymaker, does get a Bucky killed, and let's see where he shifts this fight. The little bit of missed micro there does not pick up that second Bucky. He does have to ditch them both to go back for a little bit of energy, not coming back in time to save them, and onlyyyphil will be able to I guess come out ahead in this fight because he only lost one Bucky and one Moneymaker, which he already has replaced, and NuclearPizza did lose too, so that definitely is an advantage, or I guess a net gain for onlyyyphil. NuclearPizza using that new pilot rank, it does have positive AirMech damage resistance and attack power, and I think its negatives are cheaper respawn and ground speed, so he is very, very slow on the ground. He like Frankenstein, obviously, and now NuclearPizza trying to defend against these creeps and Bucky missiles, but if he doesn't drop anything, actually, interestingly enough, the Buckies will not fire because that outpost is not in range of that outpost. Now onlyyyphil bringing out some artillery, has 3 Archies out on the field, so he will probably be able to neutralize this now, just with those Archies. I don't know if it'll outdo NuclearPizza's creeps walking in, but now NuclearPizza going for some base damage here, or fort damage, because we are nearing quarter 2. This spectate right now, the timer is a little bit bugged. I will have to report that, or else it will be quite annoying for the next couple games that I cast. But now NuclearPizza actually putting down quite a lot of damage before halftime hits, and able to avoid onlyyyphil's fire. And does get out of there squeaky clean without really much damage on him. And so he is going to be able to get a little bit more credits boosted than onlyyyphil, unless onlyyyphil does the exact same thing, which I don't think he's going to do. And now NuclearPizza, now at 69 to 105, it's still about the same as it was a few minutes ago, but onlyyyphil now selling off his Moneymakers. Oh, he is making a roller. That's really, really strange. I've never seen someone sell off their Moneymakers like that. I guess onlyyyphil really, really, really wants his the advantage right now. It really wanted some Buckies, and NuclearPizza actually real low on health. I think he will get killed here. But does cloak down on the ground, but onlyyyphil now trying to guess. Yes, gets that finish on NuclearPizza on the ground, and now onlyyyphil not rebuilding his Moneymakers. This is really, really strange play. I'm not really sure why he sold off those Moneymakers. If someone can explain that to me, that would be great, but that is really, really weird. He doesn't have a socket unit to replace them with, so now NuclearPizza with a full queue of goalies. onlyyyphil really has to move right now. There's nothing at that mid for NuclearPizza except for a couple Buckies behind. So if onlyyyphil moved out and instead he is starting to just put Buckies here to protect against these creeps walking through. And in the meantime, NuclearPizza doing a little bit of harass up here, not able to snipe that Bucky before he gets out of there. But onlyyyphil, I don't know why he hasn't decided to move out yet. He's playing it super duper safe. Once it hits overtime 2, he will be at a disadvantage, so maybe he's just waiting for it, pretty much a max power cap of full of Buckies, and then maybe he will move out. That bridge is clear, so he definitely could move up for here for this top. But yet onlyyyphil still sits here at this mid fight with a humongous unit advantage here at the mid. Now NuclearPizza with 5 goalies, he might be able to break through this line. He did set them to T, I think. No, they are on Y. Wow, every single time I make an assumption, it's just wrong. But actually, onlyyyphil sending the Buckies as well at the top. So this is going to be a very interesting base race. NuclearPizza definitely... Oh, he actually switched some to T. One of these Buckies... Oh, no, but NuclearPizza... Okay, not going to get killed there. And these Buckies are making their way down. NuclearPizza does not see them on his minimap quite yet. Those creeps do not have vision anymore. And he does see it now. So I don't know if NuclearPizza will actually be able to stop this Bucky push. These Goliaths are here at the front door, though, and a lot of busters and a couple Buckies there, so NuclearPizza will not be able to really inflict too much damage. A lot of blocking units, so onlyyyphil will be able to shut this down. In the meantime, NuclearPizza desperately trying to stop these Buckies here at this fort, and probably will, as these Buckies are quite squishy, but NuclearPizza gets finished off in the meantime, and now onlyyyphil has been able to finish off those goalies. The majority of the onlyyyphil's units here have died. One goalie still sits here with a Bucky right next to it in support, but now 3 busters for onlyyyphil. I guess he is going to the front door. Not caught quite yet by NuclearPizza. NuclearPizza busy bombing, and onlyyyphil already at the front door with 3 busters. Healing up those busters. NuclearPizza really needs to come back. I do think this will be the end of the game, though. onlyyyphil really close to getting this finished. Not only that one goalie is there. I'm not really sure why NuclearPizza hasn't decided to come back yet, but now onlyyyphil with 3 busters at that front door finally does get this kill on NuclearPizza and does take this victory. Wow, very interesting there. I don't know what would have happened if onlyyyphil or NuclearPizza, if either of them didn't decide to send when they sent. I don't know if onlyyyphil scouted NuclearPizza's push and whether or not that, even if he did, whether or not that really influenced his decision to counter push. I'm not really sure if you can call it a counter push if he didn't scout it, but I'm pretty sure he did scout it. Yeah, it was just very interesting there at the end. And once all that damage went down, NuclearPizza got killed. onlyyyphil decided to do that Buster drop to finish off NuclearPizza, and NuclearPizza for some strange reason decided not to go respawn, I guess because this was a custom game. But guys, if you have any replays, that send to me. If you spectate any cool replays or if you play any cool games, send me an ruy0x@gmail.com or RUI on Steam. You can also YouTube or Carbon Forum message me. I say the exact same spiel each time, but guys, if you spectate good games, send them in me. The community and the AirMech world definitely deserves to see the best games played out there. So once again, this is RUI, and that is game. See you next time.